Welcome to another edition, the third edition of Investdata Trading Academy online with Ambrose. Yes, today I would like to start with telling you that you need to use your stop loss whenever you're trading. You know why I emphasize on this stop loss? Because that is the only way you can protect your capital. You need to also protect your capital at any time you are trading. And with stop loss, this is the best way to do because when market is volatile, you need to use your stop loss to manage your risky environment. It's very, very key. That volatility is what makes market interesting because it goes up and down. So that at the end of the day, you're able to manage your loss with your stop loss. That is why you don't need to put it behind at all. It will be at your fingertip at any time you are trading, especially when you are online like this. You know, market has just started, everybody is online trying to buy and sell. You need to put all this at the fingertip. At the end of the day, you don't get your finger burnt. Please do with your stop loss. I will beg you again. Then today we are continuing with our 5 principles that we stopped some yesterday. We're going to complete it today. The first one here is that forget news and trade trade charts. What I mean that forget news and trade, because any news in the market, whether economic data, company earnings, news of new product, it will reflect on your chart. That means for you to really be at top of your game, after you have used all the strategy, like I just said, like I said, the market is risky. For that, take your stop loss. Then the first one, we stopped the 5th one yesterday, the 5th one yesterday. It's a 10 tips I'm giving you. I stopped 5 yesterday. Today I'm going to complete it. The first one today is that I said forget news. Forget news and trade charts. When I mean that, trade trend. You need to look at the trend. It matters a lot when it comes to equity investment. Once you're able to get that, I'm telling you, you also know what to do, because either like yesterday now they released the GDP figure, how they impact the market. You look at the trend, the market is still where it is, not much. But you analysts from fundamental angle will be telling you story. Fine, we agree. There's a way to explain the matter, but chart will tell you where it is, where the market is. Because if the news of GDP yesterday have influence in the market, it will see reaction on it. If you see the sentiment in the market, it will move a stock from where it is an uptrend, a downtrend. That's why you need to look at the chart where it's going, because that is the way to know what is happening, like what is the behavioral pattern of buyer and seller in the market, what is their impulse as we speak. That is why you need to always look at your chart. That's why I said forget the news and trade the chart. Then the next one, which is the second one for today, is hold your strong stocks that are that among the strong group. Stock that you know that they are among the strong group, hold them. When you hold that stock at that strong group, that means at that particular time, it's those stocks that you'll be looking at. You want to follow those strong stocks in that strong group to know how to select your piece from that strong group. Don't follow every stock in the market. There are some stocks that belong to strong group. Monitor them, then you can make your choice. That's why we call it a watch list. From there, take the ones you want to select to buy. You'll be looking at them with your chart. Also, there's any fundamental news, you also look at it. But I'm telling you, once you know how to identify and follow strong groups of stocks and try to keep your eyes and select from that group, it becomes easier for you to trade successfully in those stocks. Then another one is that hold your strong stocks that are moving above the trend. Like I said yesterday, that if you see your stock moving below the T line, it's time for you to sell. That's why I say hold your strong stocks that are moving above the T line or above the trend. For any stock that is selling or trading below this line, it's a sell stock. That time it's moving below the trend. You have to sell that stock immediately. Then the fourth point is that watch out for tops and bottoms that will trigger a sell-off or a buy opportunity. It's very, very important. When the stock is at the support level, that is where it's going to give you an idea of a buy opportunity. But when it's at the top there, that is the time that there's always a reversal. Because at that top, say that a breakout at that top or a reversal. That means when you watch your market well or the chart very well, you see where it has formed a double top. That double top that there is weakness here. Whenever I get to that level, the buy momentum slow down. I said that time gas has finished. The gas, like when an airplane is moving, the volume push it up before it stabilizes. But when it comes to that, it become a kind of a double top. You see, people are struggling to break it out. And if you are touched like 2 or 3 times, it's going to inform you that whenever this stock comes to this level to slow down, you as a smart investor, you can say when you get to that level, whether you want to take some profit, sell some parts, or you want to just wait. Or naturally, I would advise that when you get to that level, if you're in profit, you cut out some profit, you can sell some of whether 25 to 50% of your volume, yeah, you sell and you wait to a breakout. When you break out again, you can actually come back and continue. Why you sell? Because in case it turns at that point, so that you won't be caught in the web. That's why it's very. Also, I said watch out for what, for tops and bottom that triggers sell off and what, and buy opportunity. If a market is coming down and it goes to a support level, it touch that support level, it bounce back. It touches, so that means that place become what, like a strong support line. And if I get to that level, to reverse up. And when you get to that level, you see that as it's coming, they're selling down. But when you get to that level, you see volume dry up. People are not selling again. That is that's something about. And the next day, you now see a volume that is buying. That means as your thought is the support level, and it's a trigger up. That's another buy opportunity for you to also put your. That's why if you are trading the market, watch your candlestick is very key, because the news of earnings, the news of acquisition, the news of merger, the news of economic data, inflation, GDP, the chart will reflect it. That means watch your chart very well as a trader. Unless those that are investing also, you want to invest with it fundamental only. But I'll tell you, in this market as it is today, you need to combine the two to invest what, profitably. That means even though you're a long-term investor, start gathering the knowledge of technical analysis, so that you can stay ahead of the market at any given time. That is how to go in this market. If you do that, I'm telling you that your losses will reduce, while your gain in the market was to improve. Another thing that is the last one that you need to remember is, remember, it takes volume to what, to move most stocks up. It takes volume. Volume is what moves stocks. That means, so keep your eye on the volume. Start guarding to know the kind of volume that move the positions you are. If you are in UBA, you are in GTP, you are in Access Bank, you are in Honeywell. Watch out the volume that move these stocks. There's a stock that says it's trading below its average volume. You should know what it means. It's trading above its average volume. Now, when you see a new volume, a volume that trigger, as institutional investor entering this stock, that's why volume talks a lot. People don't understand. Volume talks, because that volume is what will add that speed. As I said earlier, the speed to move that stock up. Because if the institutional investors have seen something in the stock and they start buying, start seeing volume coming in, it will take a while before that volume can disappear. But if it's a light volume, you also know. That's why you need to start guarding to know the volume of the stock you are, because it is this volume behavior that will tell you where the stock is going. You need to understand the volume behavior of the stocks where you are, the portfolio where you are. The stock, understand the portfolio that at any time you know whether it is above what, above the average traded volume of that stock that same day, that same week that you are charting. Because I told you earlier that in technical analysis you have even 5 minutes chart, 45 minutes chart, 1 hour, day, week, and monthly, and also so forth. So anyone you are watching, either a daily chart, an hour chart, you need to know the average volume of a particular stock. Once you understand it, that you see a new volume that is spike, you should also understand that spike. Also check that spike, is it a buy volume or a sell volume? Once you understand where, if it's a buy volume, it's an opportunity for you to enter immediately, because volume is what will put the price up. That's why in any market of the world, you take a word, volume and price. These two things communicate a lot, because it's that volume that will tell you whether price will go up or price will go down. That's why technical analysis, we don't play with what we call a price action. Price action is very key, because volume, other indicators will tell you what the price action is about to do. Now, if you see volume below a good price action that is trading up, and candlestick is trading up, especially if you are using the T line as I've discussed with you from this week on Monday, that T line is very key. No matter the kind of time frame you are using, either 1 hour, 2 hours, you are using a day out, weekly. That what T line is very, very important. It tells you what is happening in that store. That's why you need to keep. That's why this volume also is what you need to also put at the back of your mind. That volume is key in equity investment. Yes, people want to look at the state of the market before we go to the chart as usual. Then, as we speak now, we have 14 gainers in the market, and we have just 9 losers. And this is an indication that we're already having a positive market breadth. Who tell you that yes, the market might likely also close positive. Knowing that we have started seeing corporate action as expected to the market. We have seen one again today. We saw the one from the Nigeria Brewery, which we're also going to see more going to the food, especially today's last week. We must start seeing them more in the week ahead, in the next week. But for today now, out of the 14 top gainers that are leading the market now, Honeywell is the highest, gaining about 9.85%, followed by the Square, then the Northern Nigeria Flour Mill. You ask me, these are like a kind of the food sector are really coming up this morning. You can see Flour Mill, Honeywell, Square, and the Northern Nigeria Flour Mill. Then followed by UCAP, United Capital. You can see that the stock is also among the gainers this morning. You can see the volume is also improving. Tells that things are already, and also hitting another 52 high of 12 naira for new cap. It's a good mark that the stock is going somewhere. The stock have not hit the market. That means when you don't hit the market next week, might likely touch 250, 230. But don't be greedy. If you have not made your profit, take the time to cash out your profit. Then why the income invest you as a trader? I don't think that they're going to think of cashing out what you have gained. Then when they announce their dividend, when they mark down, you also look at a trend from 2020, whether despite during the pandemic, we've seen that your car performance have turned another direction, positive, and is maintaining that trend. If that continues in 2022, then that means after you exit position in your car, you're also likely to come back, because after the pullback for adjustment of the dividend, anything they are paying, if they come with bonus, that's another thing. But if they adjust their dividend, I'm telling you, there's another opportunity for you to buy. And we'll see the first quarter, I know, at the first week of April, the trend might also continue. That's why if you're selling now, you have nothing to regret. If you have made money, wait for another opportunity for you to pull back below 10 naira or around that nice one. You jump in again. When you go back to 12 naira at the bottom line, you are still in money. That's how to trade. Stop. Yeah, I said the next one on that, the top 5 gainers is Champs. These are technology companies also coming up. Champs is there. Then among the 9 losers, the top ones are from Adeco, FTN Coco, Sterling Bank, FBN Holding, and UBA. These are the ones that are topping the losers chart this month. But I believe that UBA might flip up to the other side very soon, because if you look at UBA third quarter, it's not looking bad, and they've said to the market that they've sent their board decision to CPN to look at, and I know that UBA will not pay something like they did in previous year. There'll be an improvement in their payout. If that happens, UBA will also likely to go up. That's why I say UBA might flip to the gainer before the market close today. Then if you want to look at the top trade in terms of volume, I'll tell you, UCAP is topping that chart. UCAP followed by Charms. This what we call Sovereign Trust Insurance, Nigeria Brewing, and the Multiverse. Then on these again, say that UCAP is what the market is looking at now. UCAP also is topping on these, followed by MTN, GT Code, and Nigeria Brewing and Zenith Bank. These are stuff that that the market will always move for that. So you can see in these people are buying and selling. They can see that UCAP, MTN, GT Code, Nigeria Brewing, and Zenith Bank. It tells you that investors really know what they are doing in the market, and it's good for our market. I thank God that most investors in our market are becoming intelligent and knowledgeable investors. Not the iron of a bad wagon because my friend is buying Zenith Bank, my friend is buying Okumu, my friend is buying Champs. No, now your investment goals should determine the kind of stock that will suit that goal, and have your stop loss, your buy range, and your work and profit target. Don't be carried away with market direction. Once you attain your profit target, exit. Then when the market go against you, your stop loss will always tell you this is the time to exit, so that you can see your capital to trade in another opportunity to also recover the one you have lost in the other one. That's why you don't joke with your investment objective, because it's going to guide you all through your investment. Yes, we'll come back to the chart now. Yes, we're looking at the NGS index action. You can see today I've already drew the chart up. You can see it here. The red line as usual is the T line. I can see that the market on a day chart is still very, very friendly. You can see it here. You can see the chart very well here. You can see it for yourself. You can see that the market is still above it. That's why we're seeing kind of a flat market here. You can see that flat market, but still above the T line. For me, it tells that our market is very, very strong. We should not panic. Yes, we saw that there was little divergence between the All-Share Index action and the indicators, but still, because of the fundamental news was expecting, which the candlestick is also representing. That's why you see at the close of yesterday trading, the candlestick formation was also an authority trying to tell you that I'm refusing to go down. And this morning, market is just marginally green around the 0.0102. Still, we expect that once more information comes to the market will change, especially when the afternoon traders resume their trade this period. This is the midday. As from this time to the close of market, you see the afternoon traders, and they come to change the market. When they come, they might change the market, especially now that the sign of corporate action has started. And you can see what it means that when some market is waiting for a trigger, you saw what is happening in the price of UCAP and Honeywell. Honeywell, you see, sentiment can always, that's just you always look at your chart. We're going to see that Honeywell chart after looking at UCAP and Honeywell before we run cutting for today. But for the market is really very okay. Let me just bring other indicators here for the market for you to see what is happening in the market. As usual, let me just bring let me bring the MACD and money flow. These are very simple ones that you can use to know where the market is going. Okay, see already. Okay, good one. Yes, you can see from here now. You can see the volume for today is still low. Like if you look at this volume chart here, you can see the black line. I told you this is the average volume you can only look at. Whenever I cross this black line, say that there's a spark in the volume. That means you need to ask yourself a question. Especially if you're in a stock, either for a buy or for a sell, you need to ask yourself a question. You can see that there's still the MACD is still on the bearish angle. You can see it's below the signal line already. But you can see now, as of today, this hour, you can see that the money flow index on a hourly on a day chart is also looking down. For me, this should not send any panic to the market. We saw what happened in the market at the end of the trade market yesterday. The market had about 32 gainers against the level 17 losers. Still, market was down marginally because the high cap stocks suffer losses, especially MTN and Seplar. But today, we have seen that among the gainers, the only high cap stock that was in there is Zenith Bank. It's among the top 14 gainers at this hour. We believe that as the market roll into the day between now and the market close, we'll see more high cap stock coming on board. If that happens, the market might close on a big day. But if market maintain the mid strength to close today, that's flat again, then from next week we're likely to see a change in trend, and that will depend on the payout from this company. You can see also the 120 global market Nigeria has announced how market is reacting to it. You see, that will tell you that this dividend is what people are waiting for, investors are waiting for. That when others come and the payout is strong, we're going to see how it's going to change the market. But now I want to look at the UCAP as we speak now before we look at the Honeywell, because these are the ones that are topping the market. You can see that UCAP and the Honeywell are among the top gainers. They are among UCAP is among the volume traded, among the Ds. Then you want to see what is happening in UCAP and what has changed it, because what UCAP one of the early filers. If Nigeria Bureau has beat them in terms of announcing their corporate action, I'm telling you, the next company that will announce their corporate action is either UCAP or African Prudential. That means you need to. That's why I see the mind have moved to that, because once you announce results and see people can trade that earnings. I say trading earnings is very important. People that have entered earlier, when the price hit that either 12 or 12.99 people, or at this point they take profit, they have cash to go to another store that will announce again. That's how to trade what earnings. You move from one stock to stock. Especially if you have the cash, and that's why you don't need to wait for the dividend. For this dividend information, it's another push for your price. That's why you are waiting to see when they announce as market react to tell if the company payout is sweet and strong, then the market react to it, take your profit because you have your goal and you have entered early before now. That is how to trade the equity market. You don't wait for information first to jump. Yeah, there are some people that want to wait because they want to know whether the payout is good. For you that is those that are following us at the Investdata, all our forum, the question and answer, the live class, for Trading Academy, and all other forum where we go for lectures, master class. I know I'm getting people that understand the market. Even when they ask questions, you know that these are professionals also that understand what they are doing. Such person know what to do. That's why this T line, I pray you also know how to use it very well. Use it very well. It's going to help you to manage your portfolio. And also, don't forget the other indicators like support and the resistance level. It's also key. Fibonacci is also key for you to know where the possibly reversal, either up or down, so that you will not be caught in the web when you are trading or when you are watching the market for investors. Now, quick one, we want to look to UCAP. From UCAP, then we'll go to Honeywell. Once we are done with this for today, then by next week, then we'll now start looking at the earnings as they come, how we're going to look at it. So how the market is going to treat those earnings is very, very important. Let's quickly look at the UCAP here. UCAP is another one to look before we go to Honeywell. You can see that even yesterday, those that are on the online class, I think you can see it. I told you if you are there already, the time for you to hold until you see the figure. That when it comes, we market react to it will determine if you are touched your target, quickly come out of it, unless you have another goal. Because if not, if you allow the market direction to just carry, even when you have a goal and you are not sticking to your trading rules, you might get your finger burned. Even when you have made up to 20%, when the market turn against you, if you lose your gain to around 50%, it's not proper. That's why your stop loss, your profit target, all this we are learning here should always guide you. Don't be carried away with the direction of the market, no matter the direction it's going. Your investment objective should guide you first. Once that is there, I'm telling you, your mistake will be reduced. You are not tossed up and down by the market movement, but rather you are taking your own time to use the market to enrich yourself and to cash in and out at the right time. That is the way to go in this market. You don't wait the market to dictate, for you. You are use your plan to follow the market. Yes, nobody can control the market, but if you have a good plan, that plan will help you how to follow the market and follow the market successfully and use the market to create wealth for yourself. If that is achieved, I'm telling you, you are just starting to where you are going. And I know all of us are going somewhere and we'll all get there. So that is why we are in this market. Nobody's in the market to watch the name of the company or no. We are there for a purpose. You can see this a day chart. If you are even a novice in the technical analysis, you can see that this is an uptrend. You can see UCAP. This is what we call a day chart. You can see where it's going. And you can see a breakout today. You can see yesterday when we were talking, I told you that it has formed kind of a resistance here. It went up, it came down, but still maintained that 911, 995 to 11, which it finally closed flat at that 11. Before this morning, you can see it jumped to almost 12 naira. You can see this long green bar here. Tells you that the stock is really on fire. There is high demand on it. Almost gaining almost 10%. You can see this low. Let's bring our usual. I don't play with it anytime, any day. We need to look at those stocks to tell you exactly where it is. If you see your in the price action, now this is a price action because this is for an equity, but when you're looking at index, it's called an index action. For this price action now, you can see, let's go to our normal, the exponential, the T line is very, very important to me. I don't joke with T line. And since you are in this class, you have to also know how to use the T line to your own benefit. Once you do that, I'm telling you, you will benefit more on trading this market, because this is where we make our money. For that, you need to take all the knowledge you can grab from anywhere, paid one, free one, just make sure that you are there. You can see now that the price of from down here is that even when it touch like the T line can now become a support level for UCAP. Whenever it touches it bounce back here, it crosses it, but it didn't stay for this, crosses here, and when it crosses here, check, you can see that this is a bearish candlestick. That's why candlestick is very key when we are using a T line. You can see when it crosses there, if you are at this point, you need to sell. We wait again until it cross up again. You can see it becomes a support level for the point. You can see that the price action is above it, and you can see that your MACD is already responding to this movement. You see the volume here. The volume in UCAP now is above the average traded volume. It also gives you a sign that something is happening in UCAP. You can see the volume here spike, volume spike here already in UCAP. See your MACD is already crossing the red one, the blue one crossing the red one from down. You can see it here. It's a sign that this is set to be a good one. For me, UCAP is going somewhere. If you are taking your profit, clap for yourself and smile. Then those there like a long-term investor, as they are buying for dividend, once they mark down, you can also jump back. See your UCAP is very, very strong. Around the 84, the moving average, what we call the money flow, is also trending up. Everything concerning UCAP is trending up. The indicators are looking up. The price action are looking up. It tells you that there's something good for this UCAP. Quick one before we round up. We want to quickly look at the Honeywell. Then that will be the last chart we're going to look for today. Honeywell, you can see when sentiment comes to the market. That's why I said look at your chart. Chart will tell you everything. If you don't know what is happening in Honeywell, whether there is sentiment or not, but once you look at the chart of Honeywell, you see that something has changed. That will also trigger your investment decision in Honeywell. Just like what you saw this morning in UCAP. Say that something is happening. You don't need to know whether the result is coming tomorrow or not, but something is happening. That's why I said, no, forget about news, but trade charts. Trade your trend line. Trade your trend. That's why I say trend is your friend in technical analysis. Because when trend is moving up, something is happening. When trend is coming down, it's opportunity for you to buy low. That means why I say trend is your friend, either uptrend or downtrend. That means as an investor or trader, keep your eyes on what? On trend, on chart. That chart will always guide you on what to do at all time. That's why if you're not gotten our tech analysis materials for different indicators, it's an opportunity for you to get so that you understand how to play this game very well. Like I'm telling you about the T line. put your T line in your price action, index action. It will tell you exactly what is happening in that particular stock, where it's heading, and what is happening. You quickly take your investment decision. You don't need to consult anybody at that time. Rather, you take your destiny in your hand by knowing what to do at that moment. Once that is done, you are good to go. Yes, this is the candlestick, or call it a price action of Honeywell. You can see here how Honeywell have behaved in this period. Let me draw a line for you here too, so that you look at what is happening. If you look at this Honeywell from here, if you draw this line down here, we want to take it here. But if take it here, let's make sure that it become, take it here. Yeah, this is a line. Then you now bring this line again from here. You can see there's a strong resistance. This is a strong support level for this stock. If I take this line here again, you can see this is a strong support level for Honeywell. Whenever I touch this line, it bounces back. Whenever I touch this line, it bounces back. But you can see that this is also a downtrend from this price, and this is the peak it touched. The stock I had in the last year around it touched 4 naira 757. Since then it came down, oscillating. Then it now formed a downtrend. But the stock have crossed this downtrend. Then it is where it will draw your attention that the stock have broken the downtrend line and moving up. Then I want to quickly bring the T line. So let's see where the T line and others are in a Honeywell chart, so that will become clearer before we draw the curtain for today. It make things easier for you to understand, and once it makes things easier for you to understand, you as an investor, you become more knowledgeable to make a informed decision at this point. That is why you need it. You need it. Let's change this hour to 8 days. 8 days for us to get the peak here. Once you get it, then you know that we are good to go. You can see now that even the way it is, looking at the line, you can see where the T line has also helped you to know the support level for this stock. Whenever I touch the T line, it bounces back. Touch the T line, it bounces back. You see, I can tell you that it's above the T line here. But when it got there, it crossed down the T line. You can see here. At this point, you can see the bearish situation. It crossed down. At this point, you should exit your Honeywell. Came down, come up again. But here it was up. But when it was coming down, once it crossed your T line, and you see this bearish candlestick, tell that all is not well, you exit automatically. Now you can see that it is now that it's trying to break the T line now, and with this new movement. And if you come down here and look at your money flow index, you can see your money flow index is already looking up sharply. Tell you that funds are started entering the stock. And you come down and look at your MACD. Your MACD is bullish on the stock now already. Yes, before it had been a bit flat, but now it has confirmed the bullish trend on Honeywell. Honeywell say, what is information? I'm telling you, we are seeing a positive sentiment, and behavioral attitude of investors and traders are playing out already. And in a market where you have traders and investors, they have different objectives. You can see that the traders are already taking, despite that this Honeywell it's not a December year account that we're expecting dividend, but see, there's positive news that is driving sentiment. That sentiment is going to reflect on your chart. As I said, forget news for what read your chart. If you read your chart very well, I'm telling you, you know when to catch the opportunity. When to catch the opportunity. That is why, as a trader investor, always combine your fundamental and your technical analysis. And before we leave, I want to say again, take away emotion when you are trading. Don't attach emotion to your investment decision at all. Put your emotion behind and take the decision as when you. And don't forget that it is your capital, it is your wealth, it is your sweat. You have to manage it very well, so that at the end of the day, you can build consistent wealth and sustainable wealth through trading stock. Thank you for today. We look forward to see you at the question and answer tomorrow. And one of our program again coming on the first week of April. By God, that will be the second quarter master class. You can see that those that attend the first quarter master class, they're already getting benefit for attending. We look forward to see. Yes, we know that this year we might see a lot of volatility because of being pre-election year. But when you take calculated investment decision on some thoughts that are going to play defensive, which are going to teach in all our the next master class, to prepare and be there. Thank you and God bless you.